Hi guys, welcome back. So today I have a base tutorial for you guys. This is a super full coverage, very evening, full-on look. So I show you everything from primer to highlight. So I hope you guys really enjoy this. Let me know what you think down below. And I still have lash glue that's drying, but I literally am 20 minutes late, so I gotta go. I love you, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Mwah. Bye guys. So this is what we're working with. This is my skin, guys. I have red cheeks, but I have pretty normal skin, and I love to prime. So the first one we're using here is the Veil Primer from Hourglass, and it's this white, almost silicone-y type smoothing primer. It fills in pores, it mattifies, and it just preps the skin. My skin does turn red when I rub it, so don't be alarmed. Then I love to use a glowy type of hydrating, highlighting primer, and I love to do this on my cheeks and down the bridge of the nose. This has a really lovely reflective glow and that shows through foundation, so it's beautiful. It's from MAC Cosmetics, and I'll leave the shade of it down below. Then I love to spritz my face to refresh it and also give it some kind of dewiness. And the foundation I'm using is MAC Cosmetics Studio Fix Fluid, and I'll leave all the shades of everything that I'm using down below, so it's much easier for you guys to keep track of. But this is a beautiful, really old school. I used to wear this all the time. It's full coverage, it's quite matte, it's almost like a satin matte finish. It's beautiful on the skin, but it's definitely full coverage. I love to do a couple light layers of this with a beauty blender. I feel beauty blender really blends everything super well and just pushes the product into the skin, and I think it just makes it look super flawless. I will then go in with a concealer. My go-to is the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. Recently I've been using this medium shade, and it's a little less harsh. The light medium shade was a little too bright, but I did enjoy it at the time, so I'll go back and forth depending on the shade I am at the time. But right now I'm using the shade medium, and I love to put this on the center of the face and under the eyes, and I love to put it around my mouth as well, around the laugh lines. I feel when I'm doing a full coverage nighttime or like full glam look, I tend to put concealer everywhere. So if you didn't apply enough foundation, the concealer will be good for you. So again, using the beauty blender, pressing everything into the skin. This is a full coverage powder. It's actually a foundation powder, well, powder foundation. It's from NARS, and I'll leave the shade down below as I mentioned, but I love to pat this into the skin and put it everywhere. And then for under the eyes, I'm gonna bake. I don't do this every time I do my makeup, but I love to do it for full glam looks. This is from Kat Von D. It's the translucent powder. It's beautiful, guys. And this is also, the brush that I'm using is also from Kat Von D. It's the Shade and Light brush. Adore this brush and this powder together. I basically pack on the product underneath the eye area, but as you can see, I don't use a beauty blender. Sometimes I feel, depending on the beauty blender, sometimes it's a bit funny when I pick up powder with a beauty blender. It kind of gets all bitty, only sometimes, so didn't want to risk it for a chocolate biscuit, so I just kept it as it is with a brush. And then I go in with a powder bronzer. So this one is my go-to from Illamasqua. It's actually a blush, but I use it as a bronzer, and I'm using my Smith Cosmetics brush with it. And once you powder all the skin, anything you put on top of it that is a powder, it's going to blend so easily and so seamlessly, so it's going to look super blended and really beautiful on the skin. So once you powder and put anything on top that is a powder, it's going to look flawless. So I'm putting this bronzer everywhere, on my temples, on my cheeks, on my jawline, and then we're going to move on to blush. This one is from Clinique, and it's one of their pop blushes. Really lovely flush of color. Again, another Smith Cosmetics brush that I adore. And then I'm going to take my beauty blender with the same powder I use for the under eyes, and I'm going to sharpen out that jawline, especially after that we've done our cheeks. I just want to lay the powder there and let it set literally for only a couple minutes. Once I finish setting my brows with some brow gel, I will brush everything away. I don't keep the bake on there too long. I feel sometimes it looks a little too harsh, so I definitely don't keep it there too long. I use a huge fluffy brush. This one is a powder brush from It Cosmetics, and I'll just dust everything away, and I will keep on blending until I'm super happy with it. There's been instances, I'm not gonna lie, that I've left a little powder there, so definitely keep on blending. Nothing's gonna go away, don't worry about it, just keep on blending. Then we're going to finish off with highlight. I'm using my favorite M510 brush from Morphe, and this is a extra dimension highlight from MAC, and it's one of my favorites. It's got this beautiful silver finish. It's absolutely stunning. So I put that on the top of the cheeks and down the bridge of the nose, and as you can see, everything is flawless, everything is seamless, everything just blends beautifully. There's no harsh lines, but there is definite definition, and it's full coverage. So once I do that, I will spritz my face with any kind of spray. This one again is from MAC, it's the Fix Plus. This is a very MAC orientated tutorial, but this is my full glam look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Check out my previous videos, here they are, as well as my social media. Follow me on Instagram. I am looking forward to seeing you guys next time, so I'll love you and leave you, and I'll speak to you guys super soon. Bye guys.